My name's Colin Andrews. I run a small permaculture farm called Learn to Grow on the island of Bahrain, where we're collecting data about how to grow food in hot and harsh conditions. So you can just check us out on Instagram here. Today, I want to show you the Food Security Terminal. So it's a field journal that structures human observational input into structured and semi-structured data that we use to run the farm. So I can make observations like yesterday, we harvested 2 chicken eggs and 1 duck egg. It's hot in the summer, so they're not producing much. And a new entry is created that puts that into our database for us. It extracts field observations, tasks, and questions. And then we can query our database and say how many chicken and duck eggs have we harvested each month since January 2023. And it comes back to us with a SQL query from the database to get this information and then presents it to us. It can also make some assessments for decision intelligence, for example, observations about the trends it saw. We can ask it the current status, the dossier of our chili plant, where it gives us the known locations, recent plantings. This is the semi-structured data idea, where instead of just getting structured data like yield out of it, you can also tell stories with the data. So this is really useful for real-world digital twins, where you're not able to really capture everything in ones and zeros. You have to be able to tell the story of where it started and where it is today. Other examples are able to walk around the farm and just send a voice note. It can transcribe that and then add all of those as individual new entries, stating each individual object or plant that we make any sorts of observations about. And you see that this is me coming back to the farm and making some observations and tasks about how to prepare for the upcoming year, where we bring kids to how to grow food. Other interesting features here is I can ask for a summary of observations from the past week. The bee company checked on the bees, and I can have this prioritize it or send it based on my role. For example, the gardeners can ask, what are some of the tasks or actions with the status pending that I could complete in the next hour? And that goes into our task list. And these are real ones that we're using on the farm. Trim the fig trees in the food forest, sugarcane in the wild zone boundary, if it's feasible within an hour. It all comes to you friendly from Love Your Garden. We can also do the update it based on location. So I did a walk and just kind of tagged what we have in each garden bed and structured that for the system. And it's able to log that and update the individual locations. So you see a lot of very specific ways of updating the database and creating these dossiers or histories of anything. So it can be a plant, an animal. We have the same thing for our chickens, locations around the farm. And this isn't really specifically just for the farm. So farming is highly observable. It's very slow, and it's okay if you make some mistakes. So it's a perfect sandbox for generalization of a system like this, where we can build digital twins of real world systems. That includes things like maintenance and logistics for supply chain, infrastructure, or property management. Thank you very much. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions. I'd be happy to talk about it. Have a great day.